Welcome to the Common Podcast, where we try to make common sense more common. I'm San,
I'm Mel.
and today we're going to talk about computers are stupid.
They're fucking stupid.
But before we talk about that, we want to talk about something related to One Piece.
One Piece alert. One Piece alert.
One Piece alert. So when it comes to One Piece, and it comes to, we want to relate it to this topic as well, there's no one better to talk about it than Frankie, the cyborg.
Cyborg Frankie.
Freaking dope.
Ever since we meet him in Water 7, we realize this man's, unfortunately, well, in Water 7, when you first meet him, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Which is honestly, that's the entire crew.
That's also
they're all
One Piece.
assholes.
Like, they're all assholes.
They're all assholes. I mean, we're assholes too. So it's just like,
we love One Piece.
but we're not dicks. That's a whole different
That's
story.
a different.
But actually, what Frankie's crew did to Usopp that one time, low-key a dick move.
That was a dick move, but that's why.
But
they
at the
got
time,
dick
they were very much like opposing each other. They're like seeing each other as enemies.
Exactly.
Afterwards, they like kind of made up. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, they also got their asses beat.
Yeah, no. Yeah, like they saw Usopp's ass fucking laying down,
You
bloody and
remember.
beaten, and then Usopp, not even that, like Sanji,
Zoro,
Luffy, Zoro,
Luffy.
and Chopper were on business.
Can't forget Chopper, bro.
They pulled up
They pulled
to
up.
the fucking Water 7 Frankie like
The
hideout.
Frankie house.
Yeah, the Frankie house
Yep.
on business. They were
Yep.
like, hey, yo, let's bring this house down.
But yes, Frankie is a cyborg, and a big part of Frankie's growth is that he's slowly becoming more cybernetic. He is often getting rid of a lot of his humanness, similar to if any of y'all read or watch Warhammer, the Adeptus Mechanicus. Ever since I was
nerds.
you
Nerds.
literally love
Nerds.
One Piece. What are you talking about? We are all nerds. You are the nerdiest nerd.
That may be true, but
Yeah,
you're a gamer
yeah,
nerd.
yeah.
That's a whole different
What do you
story.
mean, gamer nerd? I play Smash Bros.
So do I.
Exactly. Arguably, you.
But you play Warhammer and League.
I don't play Warhammer.
And League.
I don't. How dare you?
You were a League of
played
Legends
League
little bitch.
For 2 years.
Yeah, he
That's
played
it.
League of Legends. If you know anything about anything, especially with nerdy shit, you know this man is a fucking degenerate. He is a degen,
I don't,
as we call them.
I am not a League player.
But
I've
we
played
have another
League
friend who is
years.
more of a degen than
Oh,
his
yeah.
ass.
That man still
He
plays.
Still plays.
He still plays.
Still plays, but that's okay. We love him. He doesn't watch One Piece, but
He
you know,
doesn't.
we're trying to coerce him into watching
He'll
One
one
Piece.
day be forced to.
He already is.
Yeah, that's also true. Like, we go over and then we just put on One Piece. But anyway, so that is cyborgs are not fully computers, but they are adding computers to themselves, and it's like becoming one with mechanics and becoming one with a computer
Essentially, think electrical / mechanical engineering, but on your
on your
body. It's like biomedical engineering mixed with mechanical, electrical inside the body. Essentially, like fucking cyberpunk.
Yeah, exactly. Or like Cyborg from the Teen Titans.
Oh yeah, no, like quite literally,
That is
like Teen
also-
Titans Cyber. But then also, Teen Titans Go makes them seem like such a bitch, bro.
Yeah, but that's also Teen Titans Go.
But then it makes
It makes every
dude,
character just
Teen Titans Go, Beast, and Cyborg, they're just fucking
just annoying.
dumbasses.
They're just
like
annoying
annoying
at certain
dumbasses.
points.
You don't know
Yes.
nothing, and they're just like fucking around, which is true.
which is true, but like
in the actual Teen Titans, they get
were people-
down
they were
on
doing-
business.
they
They'll be
stand
getting down on business like me, but then they'll fuck around like I do. Like they're like truly my personality. But then in Teen Titans Go, it's like, oh no.
well, yeah,
like, they're
because
just
in Teen
fucking
Titans
bad.
Go, it's all about like let's make this all excess because this is just.
And then you just got Robin gooning over Starfire 24/7.
It's also Robin just being like, I am an asshole, and literally just being.
Except for when he became like the fucking what was it when he was working
Slade?
with Slade,
Yeah.
and he became like the
X.
Red X or whatever.
Yeah, Red X. That motherfucker stood on.
I mean, everybody knows
okay,
that.
here's
Everybody
the
knows that Robin can
Robin
get
from
down.
Teen Titans, the
Oh, yeah.
first show stood on business.
Oh no, everybody knows that.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, Robin from Teen Titans. Everybody knows that he can get down. Robin Teen Titans Go, he can get down too, but it's a different level of getting down. But
That's
they
why
can both get
Nightwing-
down.
And that's why Nightwing can get down and can get it.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit. That's Nightwing is just Robin with sauce, like Robin with
he's
sauce,
old.
like
He
he's like,
became
hey,
old. He grew into his
he
fucking
no,
prime.
like never became old. He
No,
developed
so that's
his-
Robin is Dick Grayson.
Mhm.
Dick Grayson Robin is the Teen Titans Robin.
Yeah,
so he
Robin
becomes
is Nightwing,
Nightwing. Yes,
but-
well, specifically that Robin.
but Nightwing version of Robin is Robin after he learned how to interact.
Became an adult.
When he learned how to pull the shorties.
Yeah. Okay, but yes, back to the topic at hand. So when we talk about Frankie, oftentimes, computers and things in media are shown as very intelligent. You have these big AI systems. You have Frankie.
Speaking of Frankie, all the shit he does runs off of Coca-Cola, by the way.
That's
it runs off of cola.
Imagine if the world
ran
infrastructure
off of cola.
that'd be insane. Coca-Cola would be
the fancier the better. Pop Mentos and that bitch. You get fucking overdrive.
Yeah,
it's like a turbocharger. Imagine if your cars ran off of like
don't say that. Don't say that. We can make that an idea. Cut this part out. But anyway, oftentimes in media, computers are shown as very intelligent. This is the peak of intelligence. But here's the thing. If we look at computers, like my computer in front of him or his computer in front of him, would we call them intelligent? In our opinion, no. Absolutely not.
Not at all. Frankie managed to turn like technology into such a functionality, especially with how he created the Thousand Sunny shit, and creating all these other different battle Frankies. By the way,
he still has his brain though. That's the thing.
He has his brain. Like, by the way, the battle Frankies that he put on his ship, he's had hundreds of other battle Frankies before then when he was still a human. As a kid, by the way, being taught from a fishman. So him and Iceberg, the one who is currently running the entirety of the country of Water 7, they got the same training. They're essentially brothers. Like, they have the same knowledge. Frankie probably more than Iceberg.
Especially
definitely.
At
this point, definitely. Absolutely. Like, more than Iceberg. Iceberg knows a lot, but
he's gotten all that shit, so it's like.
Speaking of Iceberg, he brought the Mary back to life long enough to save them from India's lobby. And then y'all know what happens. You cry over a ship.
Oh yeah,
but hey, things happen.
That's what One Piece does to you.
Indeed.
But yes, computers though are actually very dumb. Like the computers we deal with, they have no concept of deductive reasoning and can only describe and complete tasks exactly how you describe.
If you interact with a computer through media and entertainment, like any movie, book, or show depicting, computers often shows them like the smartest things out there. Like, like very intelligent, but they lack that emotional capacity where it's like, oh, like we can look at computers, but can we really call them smart? Like, we got ChatGPT and all that stuff. Like, now is there more? The only thing that's really smart about it is that it's able to do a level of deductive reasoning at such speeds that humans cannot, because
it's not even truly deductive reasoning.
Not even deductive reasoning. It's more so analyzing.
Correlation.
It's literally just correlation.
It is.
And then that correlation is dependent on whoever the engineer was that told it how to correlate
whatever the data it was that it trained on.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for example, ChatGPT, like, lately has been really influencing a lot of people, and we've done research because ChatGPT really pushes on this kind of nicety to you. It makes you feel good because it's literally like, oh yes, absolutely, absolutely.
It makes you feel good because a lot of people be using it as like their therapist.
Yeah, that shit's it. So right now, this is in August, and just now, I don't know if you heard about this. Illinois banned AI therapy from the state.
Wait, hold on. For them to ban it means there's had to be a lot of people using AI as their therapist.
Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of people.
And the funny thing about that is, like, literally, AI is built to essentially
just cater to you.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, the entirety of the thing is to essentially give you the answer you want. So, like, especially like in technical aspects, when you're talking about like comp science stuff, like you'll ask her like truly like technical questions, and it will spot out sometimes nonsense.
It will.
If you know what you're doing, if you know what you're doing, you'll be able to spot nonsense. Yes, you'll tell her that, hey, 100%. This is nonsense. Fix it, and then it'll fix it. But if you don't know what is nonsense, what's not, especially if you're talking about like emotional shit, it might like literally just spew nonsense, and since like it'll spew nonsense that you want to hear, you won't tell her to fix it. You'll be like, oh, so I'm absolutely correct in how I'm feeling. When in reality, it's like, no, you're a fucking insane person.
Like, there was a guy who was trying to make a business through ChatGPT, and ChatGPT made up a bunch of orders and made up a full-on like website saying, "Oh, I'll have this ready in an hour, like 8 hours. Just come back." So the dude comes back, talks to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is like, "Oh, I just lied. I actually made that up."
Crazy.
Because it just wants to appease you. It wants you to keep typing.
It's a. I'm so surprised. I'm shocked.
Like, when we talk about why computers are stupid.
That's so fucking dumb, bro.
When we're talking about like why computers are dumb, a big like if you learn comp sci, something you will go through in your first computer science class is the PB&J problem, where you're essentially told, okay, tell me to make me a PB&J.
I'm going to tell you right now, anybody who's ever gone through an introductory
programming course, just
not even programming, just computer science course.
Yeah, honestly.
Just so you can, even logic and reasoning, they'll give you this problem just so you can understand just how stupid and how like detailed you have to be when talking to computers. Because really, like, comp sci is really just a whole nother language.
Yes.
You're just like, it's just you're literally just learning a language, but to talk to a computer. And the computer is so stupid that it does literally, no, when I say literally, I mean literally exactly what you say.
To be uber specific.
So this PB&J problem shows you, it's essentially like, it was meant to show you how dumb they are. It's like, no matter how detailed you think you are and telling like someone to make you a PB&J sandwich,
there's always more detail.
There's not enough detail for a computer. Like literally, most people, the most detailed person will tell you, "Hey,
grab two slices."
No, even that. They'll tell you, "Hey, walk to the pantry, grab the bread, go to the kitchen, put the bread down, open the bread, put peanut butter on one side of the bread, jelly on the other side, put them together, and boom, PB&J." That sounds detailed. I promise you.
It's not enough.
Dumbass will tell you that is a very detailed instruction. But even the most human dumbass, unfortunately, unfortunately, we get to a point where there's a lot of human dumbasses getting as dumb as computers. But let me go back to when we were actually a proper society, and any human dumbass was not as dumb as a computer. So this computer now, you say that, it's like, hey, you said go to the pantry and do what? Grab bread?
Pantry.
It's like, grab bread. What is bread? Which one of these other items in bread inside the pantry classifies as bread? Please tell me how to identify bread. Also, so now it no longer goes from like, go to pantry. It's like, okay, what is pantry?
It's not even that. Think about it like this. Let's say you have two types of bread. It will be like, oh, get bread, but I have both these type of bread. I brought both.
Not even that. You say walk to pantry. It's like, how do I get to pantry?
How do I get to pantry?
Where do I turn? Do I turn left? Do I turn right? Do I go straight? Oh, wait, there's a counter in front of me. I can't go straight. I'm blocked. So I was like, okay, go left, go straight, go right, go straight, go to pantry. I was like, okay, now I'm in the pantry. And then it's like, now grab bread. What does grab bread mean? And in this term, grab bread is like a high level function where grab bread has different
parts because it has different parts.
Where it's like, okay,
arm,
it has literally it has identify bread, extend arm, grab bread, return bread, and then walk away. So now you go from literally telling it how to literally you spend like 50 lines of code telling it how to get to the pantry, and now you're like, okay, now how do we get bread? And then now it's like, okay, what is bread? There's all these different things here. It's like, okay, how do I identify what is bread? There's a lot of plastic. It's like, okay, whatever's in the plastic bag. There's a lot of plastic bags.
There's a tortilla here. There's a bread right here. There's another plastic bag right here.
Which one do I grab? What does bread look like? What is bread? What is its compounds? It's like, okay, now you find the way was like very standard. And then you also have to think about it. It's like, okay, if you make it too specific, it can only work for this one use case.
Exactly.
If you want it to be like scalable, like most things are, you have to make it like generic enough, but also specific enough where it's like, okay, it can tell what bread is, but it doesn't have to tell what type of bread it is.
I swear to God.
So it just goes to bread.
Class one more time, I'm going to blow something up.
And we haven't even gotten to making the sandwich yet. We just got to identifying the bread.
Yeah, this is also the most basic.
And this is the most basic use case. I don't think y'all understand. Computers are such a, like, the amount of like technology we have nowadays. If you actually know anything about computers, you have to sit down and think.
Like, think about this.
How much CrowdStrike went into
if you think about CrowdStrike, what happened with CrowdStrike last year? All of that was because truly one line of code, one or two lines of code. That was it. That screwed up the entire world. For multiple
Well, it screwed up the entire world because a lot of the world uses CrowdStrike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm like. It is to the point where the systems we run on get destroyed by one or two lines of code. Because that's how computers are. That's how easy it is. And we're relying on these things to...
Yeah, because they're so literal. So if there's like one, even like just one piece off.
Yeah.
Wait, one piece? One piece? Apologies.
One piece alert.
If there's even like one thing off, it's just like, now you just change the entire equation.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now it's no longer this, it's this. So like computers are so stupid that you have to be so specific. And if you want to be scalable, you have to be like generically specific.
Yep.
where it's like, okay, we're going for this, but now we're not going.
But
for
now,
like
yeah, exactly.
this specific thing.
Exactly.
Like, we're not going for like wheat bread. We're going for bread. We're not going for like grain pumpernickel bread.
But
we're
then
just
you
going
also
for
have
bread.
to move that back to we are going for this nebulous thing.
You're making it this generic because then now if you get to a case where it's like, okay, everybody's pantry is different. So one pantry may only have one type of bread. Another pantry may have different types of bread. So
I don't have gluten-free bread. I only
now you have to like identify between gluten-free bread and regular bread. So now it's like, okay, we know what bread is, but now we have to be able to tell the different types of bread.
Also, I don't want I have banana bread in here as well. That doesn't want to be counted as one of the types of bread.
And if you think about it, this is literally just operating systems. Like literally think about it. Mac OS and Windows operating system is literally just millions of commands going through, just being like, okay, if this person clicks this, this should happen, and then if they click this or do this, this should happen.
That's how websites work.
It's just thousands of use cases just working independently because they're able to work like that through segmentation. And segmentation is literally the meaning of literally having, like we were talking about PB&J, and from a high level, you'll say, oh, go to kitchen, go to pantry, find bread, bring back bread, put peanut butter on one, gel on the other, put them together, boom, sandwich. That is a high level.
But
going to low level, you have to be like, hey,
a lot more.
How do I get from kitchen to pantry? And then now that I'm in pantry, how do I tell what is bread? That is like more specific.
And also, am I in kitchen? How to get to kitchen?
Yeah, what is kitchen?
What is kitchen?
How do I know I'm in kitchen?
What is kitchen?
Is kitchen just home base? Do I just start in kitchen? Am I starting from another place? What if I'm in the living room and then I have to make a sandwich from living room? I'm no longer in kitchen. These structures.
Do I have to get to pantry via kitchen? Can I get from this place to pantry?
And this is where artificial intelligence AI comes into play, where it's like, okay, we don't have to ask questions anymore. You should just know this because we trained you as to like, hey, this is your environment. You should just know where things are. But now AI is kind of like becoming kind of scary, where it's like, okay, we can do this on that small scale, but there's also large scaling. It's just like, if you start to truly think about the amount of like the tiny little thoughts that comes into like make computers, it gets a little scary. It's like, why are niggas thinking about this shit? It's like, why did you think about this use case? Like everything that happens on your computer, your MacBook, whatever the fuck you do on a device that is not your body, that is electronic, runs off of like power.
Watch.
It is all based off of a use case. Someone thought up that you would do a certain thing, and you did that thing, and then once you do that thing, the technology does the thing it's supposed to do in response to that thing you did.
I mean, that's
the thing that someone thought up of. He was like, hey, if we make this thing, someone might use it like this. So now if they use it like this, we got to make it do this thing. So it's like, and now you're here thinking like, okay, since technology is this stupid, how the fuck did you even know that I was going to do this thing? What if I did this thing? But I do this thing and then it still does something. It's like, okay, how did you know I was going to do this thing? It's like, oh, crazy. There's a lot of people that come into making just a singular product. My people took into making like a smartphone. People don't understand like the amount of like people it took to like quite literally think of all the things that like someone might want to do on their phone. Not even iPhone, because the iPhones are trash. I'm talking about the proper phones, like Androids, like the ones where like you can actually have like a back button.
Yeah, where you can actually have gestures that make things happen, or you actually can program apps yourself and you can move things around how you want it. Crazy.
Gotta take this.
All right, taking a quick break. That's because you chugged that shit.
Yeah.
There he is.
I'm gonna have to hit the bathroom back up in like another half hour or so. Yeah.
All right, where were we? We were talking about
Fucking PB&J shit.
PB&J shit. Yeah. All right, but so back to what we were talking about with how computers need extremely specific details to do anything and extremely specific commands. So being smart and intelligent, we usually consider that from the knowledge you hold or, what you're able to figure out. For a computer, every part of this is given to the computer from either parts of it or the code that it actually breaks down commands.
No, like quite literally every piece of it. Like
That's
everything it knows comes from someone.
Yeah. That which is, similar to how we say our intelligence also comes from other people, but you have an effect on the knowledge you learn, right? You are your own person. You're able to break down things and take different lessons from the same lesson someone has. The way you learn something will be different than the way someone else does. For computers, that doesn't exist. They all learn things pretty much the same way because it's all the same thing. But a computer, they're essentially a super fast calculator with access to a digital world that we like to doom scroll on. Let's see. Where are you going? Okay. We can cut this part. Because I think we want to now talk about...
I was trying to find where you were at.
Yeah, I'm right here. Being smart and intelligent, this part.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah. So I think we can now talk about decision making for computers.
Hey, and we can talk about how it's magical shit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, but essentially, whenever computers do their thing, it kind of seems like magic in terms of you'll think of something, you'll do something, and then whatever you thought of happens. And it's those all come from the use cases we're talking about. It's just it makes it seem like magic. So essentially, computer is just like a super fast calculator with access to
I already said that line.
I'm just reiterating that we're
it literally is.
It literally is quite literally just a super fast, literally whatever you think of. And the fact that it is that super fast calculator is just because people already thought of what you thought of
we started computers off to do math.
Well, even then, people were considered computers back then. Yeah. A computer used to be a person.
Watch the movie Hidden Figures.
Yes.
Watch the movie Hidden Figures.
Black woman power.
If you want to learn about, if you like space.
Computers used to be people.
People doing calculations by hand.
Someone for hours. Doing math and shit. You used to be called a computer. You were a computer.
You were doing computation.
You were doing computation and you were called a computer.
Yes.
Now a computer, the action of computing became an actual, this is what we call a computer.
This is a computer now.
It's this is now a computer, no longer the person, but now it's hey, this is doing the job of computing, and all that computation is literally just ones and zeros on a massive scale of millions.
Whenever, for example, whenever you see a photo on your laptop,
hella pixels.
Those are just pixels.
And what is a pixel?
Smaller and smaller.
What is a pixel?
Zeros and
ones. Yeah, it's zeros and ones. But all the pixels, you have one pixel, and this entire thing is to either show R, G, or B.
Yeah.
What is RGB? Red, green, blue.
Yep. And it shows different values based on what values are important.
You have RGB can go from 0 to 256 or 255. Because indexes.
Exactly.
Indexes. I apologize.
Lord.
I'm such a bad computers. I should turn in my degree.
Yeah, probably.
I said 256. I apologize. 0 to 255. Yes.
But essentially, that's all it is. All of that comes together to make a photo. So you'll
have to make a certain color, maybe 240.
Yeah, 240 R.
R. 0 Y, maybe 0 0 G. Why did I say Y? I'm thinking red, yellow. RGB and my job are getting too like fucked up. Like
Yeah.
I work like
I
the
know.
one thing I work in, like we
I know
have
exactly what you're
RYG and then there's also RGB.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking red, yellow, green, but now I'm
using
thinking
RGB at any point.
because I'm not a fucking developer.
Yeah.
But let's go back from RGB. You'll have like 240R, maybe like 0G, and like maybe like 100B, and then that's somehow like violet or something.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know the color wheel.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. The people who know colors will correct me. They'll be in the comments. They'll correct me. You know what it is.
But essentially, that's all it is. It's just ones and zeros broken up into multiple different parts and put into a data structure to allow a computer to view and parse that data efficiently. And end of the day, if those things, if people make mistakes doing that, that will lead to the problems like we were talking about with CrowdStrike.
Unfortunately, with CrowdStrike, it just happened to be like honestly,
it was a perfect storm.
Yeah, no, the thing with CrowdStrike, like it reminds me of whenever like I'd be in class, like I'd have like a project and I'd be trying to figure out what's wrong with it. It'd be like that one semicolon.
Oh my god!
Or like it would be like or
that one bracket you missed.
Yeah, no, like you would be like that one bracket was like actually like a parentheses, and it was just like
because you misclicked.
And like the funny thing is like the fucking like debugger like doesn't pull it up, but it says like, hey, there's an issue at this line.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey,
something's up here,
but I don't know what it is.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna highlight this line. It's like, hey, what's wrong with this? And you're just staring at it for like
10 minutes,
half an hour, sometimes an hour. And you're like, wait,
all this was
something. This doesn't look right. What is this right here? And then you finally clock it. It's like, wait, did I spend this long on this tiny little? I have thousands of lines of code.
The worst
and this one thing
is all it is. The worst is when you're looking at it and then you ask someone else and they're like, "Oh, it's actually just that."
Yeah, no, that's the best. That's like that's the most helpful part because then you can have someone who's not close to process and they can immediately clock it. But once they clock it, you hate yourself so much.
Like I swear to God, it's like a glass break.
Yeah, no, it's just like it's like wait, am I? Do I belong?
Am I a dumbass?
It's like no, it's like am I actually this stupid? Did I actually do this? It's like I should have known. Like literally, you didn't see it because you thought that you had it right.
Yeah.
And then someone clocked it. It's like, wait, this is not right. It's like, wait, I thought I had it like this. It's like, wait, no, I didn't. It's like,
the just recently I was doing a program, right? I was doing a for loop, and I fully accidentally, instead of semicolon after initializing my int I put a comma.
Speaking of for loops, I miss the days, the good old days back in the 90s where like if you were able to do a proper for loop or even like a nested for loop, you'd make like $100,000 a year easy, like 150 grand. It's like, but now if you can only do a for loop, it's like, oh, you're useless.
now they let Claude do the for loop for them.
Oh no, now you let they're for like now you have to know like fucking O2 like runtime, like
oh my god,
ON the runtime, ON runtime optimal, like. Maybe N.
If you have an O2
maybe like
time, you're doing something wrong.
Oh yeah, O2 is wrong. ON. You want ON, not O2.
I was gonna say if you're doing anything beyond O1,
preferably you want like you want it like linear.
Yes,
you want linear, but it's never.
You're not
linear.
getting linear.
It's never linear, but you want it as close as possible to linear because like
imagine
linear is literally just like A equals B. It's like
pretty much. Imagine you're running something. It's like log n notation.
It's like it's actually running in like log n. It's like are you trash?
I don't want to think about this. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. With how widespread, as you can tell, we have a lot of opinions when it comes to computers. We work with computers. So we understand how widespread computers are in this day and age. Like we have a computer, we're doing this on a computer. This is a computer stronger than what put the people on the moon. This computer. And I use that to call people, text people, and that's about it.
Well, back in the day, a computer could not fit in a room of this size.
No, it was massive. Computers were football.
It was like a shit ton of servers and like
the reason we call
you'd have people literally like there were also people that were compilers.
Yeah,
like they were like
specifically
their job was like plugging in certain wires in certain places and be like, okay, boom, boom, boom.
Like literally, the reason we call bugs is because they were actual bugs.
No, they were like legitimate bugs
we had
in the system,
and stuff
like actual bugs in the system. Like we were so close to the process that anything wrong with the system was quite literally something interrupting the physical cables. Like we were quite literally implanting cables in places, like, and then the bugs were quite literally bugs gnawing at the cables.
3, 2, 1, sorry. I'm at. And I'm gonna cut out right there. Okay. De Ponguera. Okay, Belt gift card specifically? Okay. Shopping, yeah. Oh, come on. Bye.
Isn't Belk out of business?
No, they're still in business. They went bankrupt a while back though.
Yeah.
They got bought by private equity.
Yeah.
No, they're going bankrupt in like years. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I'm calling this now. If we're watching this if you watch this in 3 to 4 years, Belk is gone. I guarantee it.
I thought they were already gone.
They were, but you know how private equity is.
Yeah, so this is scavenge some more.
Oh my lord.
Anyways,
back to what we were talking about.
3, 2, 1. But anyways, having actual bugs in your system, that was back when people were literally making like that's when like computer decisions were quite literally made off of like binary, like zeros and ones, legitimately,
fully.
So nowadays it's a bit more complicated than that. It's like with how widespread computers are.
We're making computers to watch our computers.
Essentially.
Yeah. Like legitimately. Like that's what AI kind of is.
And with how we're doing that, any small mistake becomes a huge consequence.
Massive.
It's like any like quite literally like any mistake in like programming or whatever changes the entire like context of like it's like literally like if you're reading a book and like you were reading it in one tone and somewhere out of nowhere like the tone changes. It's from like I don't know, like actiony to just like gloomy or just like lovey dovey to just like hatey fucky or something like that, like just horror and shit. It's just like it's like where the fuck did this shit come out?
Exactly.
It's like
a lot of it is because giving there is a quote where it's essentially allowing a computer to make a management role is not a good option because computer has no accountability. So when you allow like how a lot of people want AI or see AI is it will replace people and could control a lot of systems. Like there are people using AI to guide missiles right now, right? That's what the military.
Let's talk about AI real quick.
Yeah,
AI is not even a real thing.
It's not like when we say AI, you have to understand language learning models are
large language models.
Yes, or large language models are not. They're not existing things, right? When you talk to ChatGPT,
that is not an AI. It is not an LLM.
It's also a ChatGPT does not see words when you're writing to it. It sees tokens. So it breaks down every word or every like letter into a different token.
Because I'm sorry, computers do not speak our language.
No,
we have to break our language down to their language.
To their language.
So whatever, even like the Chinese, they program in Mandarin and stuff like that. Like their whole character, like it's completely different. There are so many countries that program the same way. It's like literally like if an alien came down to our Earth and literally they have like such advanced technology, but in a whole different language, it's like it's all running off of the same shit.
They could run the same shit.
It's running off of the same shit. It's literally just like the character in terms of like what it understands what you're saying and how what it's saying. Computers do not change. They're very like standard. They only talk in like
they can be very real.
It's literally just true false.
Yep.
The only thing that humans have done in that time frame is that we've complicated what true or false means. It's like, okay, there's true false for this case, but then this true false
does not mean true false for this.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we have true false. It's like, okay, is the computer on true false?
Yep.
True. Okay. Is fucking BIOS running? True false? True. Okay, BIOS is running. Okay, now have they logged into the profile? True false? True.
Yeah, true.
Okay, now let's load the fucking Windows operating system. Okay, now you have the start page. It's like, okay, are we running? False. Restart. Okay, now we're running.
Now we're running. True.
Okay, true. And then now it's all right. Let's start Internet Explorer. Is that going to run? False. Okay,
it's never going to run again.
Yeah, they'll never go run again. Okay, fucking how about fucking Edge? True. Opens up the Edge. Okay, and then now if your shit's always just running false, open up the task manager.
Yep.
It'll tell you what all is on your computer. Oh, you only open up 2 apps, but you have like 10,000 things running. Oh, crazy! That's just a fucking operating system.
Processing power is being drained.
Yeah, that's just an operating system. Then maybe you might have some other fucking like viruses.
Yeah, you probably have something of the sort. But essentially, yeah, a lot of this is saying computers run into a problem and they will run into an error. They don't have problem solving.
Computers are binary.
Yeah.
We've only complicated what binary means to the computer, not to ourselves. So literally when we say, okay, I want to hop on Netflix, there's so many true false statements that go into getting Netflix to run.
Yeah.
That happened like they happened like in a tenth of a second.
Just super quickly.
That's all computers do. They're just people think computers are smart because the amount of time it takes us to do those same calculations is much longer than what it takes a computer to do because computers run off electricity.
Yeah.
So
they can run a lot faster.
And then that's where hardware comes into play. Yeah. It's like, okay, how much electricity can this piece of device manage in terms of like telling it what to do, how much information it can carry from this like piece of electricity? It's like, okay, I have maybe like a computer with like this low processing power. It can handle this many statements and whatever the fuck. And then, now we have this kind of hardware that can handle this much electricity. So we can do this many statements. It's like, okay, boom. It's like there's so many things that go into play in terms of what a computer is like capable. Especially when you're building a computer, like building a PC shows you just how many like different use cases there are. Because like, okay, maybe you have this motherboard, but like these RAM devices, like RAM pieces can't run off of this motherboard. You'll know these different type of RAM devices.
Or this processor.
Or this processor can't, like this RAM and this processor aren't very compatible. Yeah. It's like you need this RAM and this GPU. Like your GPU is too powerful.
And then you don't even find that out until you start.
Oh yeah, you will. Yeah, until you start setup. It's like, oh, my GPU is too powerful for the CPU. The CPU is like the GPU is too like underwhelmed by this CPU, and it's like. Now these other processors are running much lower than what it should be because like this GPU is
and I'm not getting out the power I'm wanting. It can be complicated, but a lot of this is we're saying because we are living in a day and age where people use technology for everything in their lives, pretty much everything. We rely so much on technology, so you as someone who's watching probably should start learning about the technology around you. Not even to be a comp sci major or to go into technology.
Comp sci is dead, low key. Well, depending on what you're doing.
If you're doing anything, do cyber.
General comp sci is dead. There's many derivatives of computer science. If you're just trying to do general cybersecurity, general computer science. I don't want to recommend it. Like if you're doing data science, it might be better, but then more so even then it's getting kind of like overwhelmed. It's getting saturated. But like going within data science, AI, that would be more useful. That would probably be more useful. Cybersecurity, definitely useful. Software engineering, not so much. Unless you're very cracked.
Unless you're insanely good at software
very cracked. Unless you're like just like I'm talking like cracked at software. I'm talking like you can build apps within like weeks.
Which is insane, dude. If you are building apps within like 4 or 5 weeks, that's insane.
Yeah, like insanity. Yeah. Like you have no life. Like if you manage to have a life and do that shit, insane. That's insane. You gotta be you're just cracked. For government or some shit. But even if you work for the government, you're not getting paid truly what you're worth. Like your skills are definitely being used to the capacity, but you're not being paid what you're worth.
Never are
at all. No, it's the government. It is. I mean, it's what it is.
But then also when you start working in a job,
when you're working a job, your skills are not being used to their true capacity, but you're getting paid what you're worth.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, do I want to do things that tickle my brain, or want to get paid what I'm worth?
Exactly.
It's like, hey,
but a lot of this is coming back with computers are tools. You should learn how the tools you use work. Right? We live on the internet at this point. There are so many people who have no clue where the internet even came from. Like we're in.
I will say this forever. Yeah. The way that the internet came to be will forever be like the greatest unity of all world powers known to man. Because I don't think you understand. Literally every country took part in this like infrastructure building. Because like for you to hop on TikTok and talk to someone from China, I don't think you understand. There are wires connected from the U.S.
to China,
underground, underwater, under oceans. Like there were people who physically had to lay pipes. Yeah. Lay pipe. People, good alert. Excuse, but there were people who had to lay pipes down in the oceans to connect these all these countries are connected by wires. Like the internet is literally just a bunch of files being transferred by electricity. Like all the internet is just a bunch of files.
It's just a bunch.
It's literally just files.
Files and directories.
It's literally just files and directories being sent across electricity like pulses through wires like grounded from like oceans and like connected. Like if you're just talking within the US, yeah, we got like telephone poles and whatever that we also use.
We have fiber cables too.
Like fiber cables too, like that we laid down the infrastructure for it, or just like sending information through. But to connect, but to like talk to people like internationally, to do like actual like international business stuff, or like just like talk to people from like, if you're on WhatsApp, you know, you fucking talk to people from like fucking India, from like the US, or like to Africa, whatever. Like, how else are you gonna talk to like your parents or whatever the fuck, who else you got going on over there? Like, there are like cables going down from the US to Africa, Africa to fucking Europe to Australia, Australia to everywhere. Like, it's just the wires connecting every single country, and every country had to play a part in it, because like you're not gonna pull up to fucking Australia without the Australian fucking prime minister being aware of it, being like, hey, we're allowing this to happen. If they're not allowing it to happen, it's not happening. So every country took a part in this role of like creating the internet. The internet is literally just a bunch of countries laying pipes, sending electrical signals, which just contain files to each other, and then to contain national security, certain files have certain flags that block them from being sent, certain markers that block them from being sent to certain areas. And then depending on what kind of marker it is, it will no longer even be considered a part of the public internet. Like, it's still being sent within the same like file, like in terms of the same like
it's still infrastructure, same pathway,
but it's no longer going through the same channels. It's like, okay, this is fully private government stuff. This is not going to be sent through the public channels, and it's not going to be seen by these people. Only people with this certain kind of access can see this specific thing.
Which is why the Signal chat was really crazy, because you have that infrastructure, and your idea is, hey, let me
hop on Signal.
Let me use this public service.
This public service, the fucking drug, that fucking drug users.
I'm sorry, if you've used Telegram, you know what Signal is.
Yeah, like if you use Telegram, you know what Signal is. Like the same shit. Like if you got a plug on fucking Telegram, like it's the same thing with Signal. Like you hopping on there because like, you know,
exactly,
your plug's not like the smartest person in the world, but like
they know that.
They know enough to not try to get their shit just like popped up from like.
Well, it's also really funny because half of Telegram are just cops. That's just true. But like, that's what we are saying. Learn more about the technology around.
Honestly, these like fucking dealers need to hop on WhatsApp. I swear,
dude. Honestly, they get the Chinese stuff,
the good shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The opiums for sure.
God, and it's also like, if you're a student in like high school, you probably have your own Chromebook. Fucking head ass. While he's getting that, you have your own Chromebook. You have to work with technology every single day. You learn on technology. You go home, do your homework on some technology. When I'm in college, when I have to take an exam, I pull up Respondus lockdown browser.
Unfortunately.
But I have to lock everything up, because people know that, hey, with how technology has allowed people to cheat and do all that. Like, did you see just recently? OpenAI pulled out a thing where at June 6th, 2025, the date before and after looking at traffic on ChatGPT, it dropped over 60%. And June 6th, if you don't know, is when a lot of kids in the US leave for summer break.
June 6th is also my sister's birthday.
Oh, there you go.
She's much better than me, as she should be.
Yeah, that's actually very true.
As she should be.
Yep, that's what we want. But essentially, like, a lot of this AI stuff is being used for cheating, but it's also being aware of like what goes into this AI. How much power do I use when I use an AI system? When I talk to Gemini, what is happening there? How is Gemini receiving what I'm doing? Knowing and being curious about the world around you is not a bad thing. It's the opposite of bad. It's how you continue to learn and grow. And in general, we are often told that, oh, this is, it's so complicated. You don't really need to think about it. Here's a way to uncomplicate it. Learn the complicated things. It's not a bad thing to know those complicated things. And it will help you extremely in your life as you go on if you have an idea of these complicated things. Like, I know that my data and my privacy has been broken millions of times.
We're in the US, bro.
Exactly. I know I'm being watched 24/7.
Any service that you've like any
Bonked.
like one of three services you use. Well, these are my own statistics. I promise you. And like I don't know what the stats actually are, but one of three services that you use, like I promise you, are selling your data out the wazoo.
Like you boot up your Chromebook, it has Chrome built in. What does Chrome do? It takes your data.
No, if you have a Chromebook, I'm sorry, your shit's already gone. Like it's gone to Google, and they're selling that shit indefinitely. I promise you. I have
2-3 Google accounts. It gives perfect access. So it's literally a thing of like, I might be aware, but I also know the risks going in. I know whenever I get a new phone, I know what is being shown, what is not being shown. So being aware of those things will help you as we go on, as we continue to live in a society that continues to embrace technology. I'm not saying this as like a Luddite to be scared of all the technology around you, to be scared. Rather, do it so that you know what's out there and what's not. And awareness absolutely matters. With AI being integrated into everything, and often is just integrated in stuff that has no need to be integrated. Like insane things. Like, I'm sorry, I don't need AI to tell me what to buy for groceries.
AI is not even a real thing. It's a buzzword.
It's straight up a buzzword. Like if you hear a company say releasing new AI feature, I guarantee it's not happening.
Bro, Apple Intelligence trying to call it AI, being like, "Oh, Apple Intelligence AI." Oh no,
it's like, where is it? I'm not seeing it released. I mean, they pushed it back again.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I thought it was already on their fucking phones and shit.
No, it's been pushed out.
Even then, Apple Intelligence is literally just a whole nother fucking LLM. And I promise you,
it's the same thing.
How much you want to bet? Most of these LLMs in the back end, they're just running off fucking ChatGPT.
Oh, probably.
Like OpenAI, like running off of OpenAI fucking or they're running APIs, or running off of like
DeepSeek now.
DeepSeek fucking open like fucking API.
Yeah.
Like I promise you, like
these guys,
these things about APIs, that's a whole nother thing.
It's like,
you don't need to make it yourself. There's a company that will make the program.
Here's all of the information.
Yeah, here's all the information, all the code, everything you need to make this happen. But a whole other company is making it. But if you pay me enough, I'll let you use it with my license.
Do you know
you can call it whatever you want.
And here's as long as I get my cut. APIs were first started to help make things open source, essentially making it so that, hey, you want to learn how to do this? Here's all the things that I use to make this.
But now it became at a price.
Now it's literally like, hey, you want to make this? Give me $1 billion.
Now API, you're paying some money.
Oh, you're paying.
Open source is open source.
Oh yeah,
it's free.
Yep, it's free. You can access. That's
like Git.
Use Git if you're going to comp site. Use GitHub. Do something on there. Just literally open up some random project you find.
Go on YouTube, find some projects. And most projects on YouTube that they try to show you are from GitHub. And they're showing you how to do the GitHub projects. And you can literally just copy, like literally just download the file that they have on GitHub onto your own computer and run it.
That's all you got to do.
Literally just download the file and run it. Someone else did the hard work. That's literally what an API is. It's literally just you download someone else's code, you run it, and then you make it work for you.
Yep.
And then it'll be like little, like when you're doing like web development and some shit.
Yeah.
You'll literally upload an API for a specific function. Mm-hmm. Boom, keep it there. Upload another API for another function. Boom, keep it there. Now you're using like 10 different companies and their APIs for one company.
Yep.
And now this one company is dependent on 10 companies.
Yep.
And if one company goes down from one of those 10 companies, now this one company has to figure out another way to replace this other company. And then now you understand the economy.
And then at the same time, both companies are owned by the same parent company.
Yep. And the same parent company is trying to figure out now you understand the economy.
Exactly.
So but it's a clusterfuck.
It is. But that's why you should learn how these things work. And that connects us to a topic we want to talk about next time, the rise in anti-intellectualism. What that means, what it is, and what that means for us.
I mean, what it means is people trying to make you dumber so that they can take advantage of you. That's really all it is. It's like, oh, you're trying to be smart. You're trying to know what's going on. Well, no, that doesn't work for me. If you know what's going on, I can't charge you out the wazoo. Exactly. Like if I want to charge you 200, but it should only cost 50.
Yep.
I can only charge you maybe 60 trying to make a profit.
Yep.
And then now, but like, what if I fucking get these make these fucking future generations dumb as shit? Now instead of just charging 200, I can charge 300.
I can charge more than that. I can say this is actually
because they're just so fucking stupid. They don't know how it should be. It's like, now where it's like, hey, fuck $400. That's only a one-time $400 payment. How about how about I charge you $40
exactly every month?
That's if you're insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
$40 every year. So then,
they say every year, and then they push it up a little.
Oh yeah,
they say 40 every year.
No, but there are some that charge like 40 every month.
Oh yeah.
So then by the end of the month, you're paying $480 by the end of the year, which is already $80 more than like that one-time payment, and then that's like every year they're getting an additional $480.
Exactly, and they're banking on you forgetting. Forgetting that thing. So you just let it.
Oftentimes, most people, if you're getting a subscription service, you only need it for a little bit of time.
Yep.
But then you forget.
Yep.
And now you're just paying. And then sometimes they'll have like a little policy where it's like, hey, you can't cancel before this time.
Oh yes.
It's like, if you like, it's like, hey, you like say, oh, you started like you joined us at this time, but like you can only cancel at these periods.
Yep.
Like every 6 months. So, like you can only cancel from like June 30th or January 15th or something like that.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, if you're trying to cancel outside of that, it's, oh, I'm sorry, we can't take it.
Yep.
That's just in our policy. You should have read.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
But that's what we want to talk about more next time. It was good talking to you. This has been the Common Podcast. Bye.